statement. It's not something you just grab from anywhere. It's not something that you echo. It's not something that people are saying and you're saying it. It is a reality. You're actually saying that God is your Father. You've got a relationship with the Father. So God gave us that teaching, and since then it's been basing all the teachings it's been given to us. So God was saying to me today that, you know what, in a home where there is a father, there are some basic things that the father gives to the child. The father will give to the child a shelter, the father will give to the child food, the father will give to the child clothing. So those are basic relationships, those are the basic things you receive from a father, because you are the child. You don't have to ask for it. You don't have to cry for it. You don't have to beg for it. It becomes your right because you are a child of that family. You are a child of that father. And I was just listening to what the Lord was saying, and He was saying here that as a parent, there are standard things that you receive as a child. But you need to understand that even as you're growing up in the family, there are other things that comes as a reward. They come as a reward of hard working, a reward of diligence, a reward of faithfulness, a reward of, staying in the presence of the, Father. Hallelujah. And the Lord was saying that look at it now. It is not every child that gets to go to school. It's not every child that gets to go to school. Now, that the father's desire to put a child through school. Even if the father wants to put a child through school, even if the father has the ability to put the child through school, he has the money, he has the funds to put the child through school, the child himself needs to be willing to go to school. The child himself needs to, when he goes to school, he has to do his homework, he has to do his project. You don't just become a nurse today because you desire to become a nurse. You don't just become a lawyer today because you desire to be a lawyer. You don't become an architect today because you desire to be an architect. At the end of the day, it's a reward. It is a reward. Because you want something, you have to give something for it. You have to do something for it. You have to go through the process for it. And at the end of the day, you get it because it becomes a reward for your diligence, a reward for your commitment, a reward for your tenacity, a reward for your obedience. And God was saying to me that my children are asking me for so many things that are actually rewards. They are actually rewards. They've got to do some certain things. They've got to give some certain things. They've got to obey some certain rules. They've got to move in some certain things. But they don't want to do those things, and they want the rewards. And the Lord was saying that if it is a reward, you can't get it just by praying about it. You can't get it because you ask for it. Even if the Father wants to give you something, He's not going to give it to you because you asked for it. It's going to give you a process. And you have to go through the process. So my children are praying, my children are crying, my children are fasting, my children are asking for something that they are supposed to receive as a reward, but they don't want to go through the process of having it. They just want to pray because they want it. And that's where the problem is with my children. And I was just like, wow, God, this is something I never really looked at it that way. And because it's a reward, if you do what you are supposed to do, you will definitely get it. Prayer will just align you. Prayer will just direct you. Prayer will just enhance you. It is not the prayer that you pray that gives that thing to you automatically, because they must go through a process. Hallelujah. And